It's update time. I'm not even going to go into how long it's been since I've updated and all that kind of stuff because blah, 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 blah. It's been a long time. So, I just celebrated my 3-year surgiversary, so I had to come and do an update. And I have been maintaining my weight loss for over a year now. So I started out at 383 pounds. The day of surgery, I weighed about 357-ish pounds. And today I weigh 155 pounds, with that 5 pounds spread depending on what time of the month it is. I've just been taking it a day at a time as it comes. I pretty much follow my food plan. Not perfect. I have my days where I go kind of outside the boundaries. And I allow myself some slippage time here and there to eat a little junk food. But what I do consistently is I log my food. So right now I'm using Spark People. Because if I don't log my food at the end of the day, I have no clue what I've eaten. I have no idea. So that's one thing I consistently do. And the other thing I consistently do at this point is I weigh myself every morning. That is just so that I can keep an eye on things. You don't have to weigh yourself every single day. You can weigh yourself once a week, once every 2 weeks. But for me, it sort of just keeps me honest, and I log that as well. So if you go through a place where you find you're gaining weight or your weight is fluctuating wildly, it's really good to log your food and your weight kind of in the same area. That way you can find out what your weight's doing in conjunction with what you're taking in. But also you can look at yourself from like a whole month or maybe even 2 months, because 1 week isn't going to give you an idea if your weight has stalled out, if you're really gaining weight, if you're losing weight. You need to look at least a month. So those are the 2 things that keep me honest. Because if you don't look, you don't know. And if you don't write it down, you will forget, unless you just have some kind of stellar memory, which I don't. So that's the technical stuff. I'm still living in England. I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary with hubby, November 3rd. And I've gone back to work. So I'm working full-time. I'm working from home for the company that I worked for when I lived in California. So I feel lucky about that. The only thing I still haven't done is get a busy social life. I still do tend to isolate somewhat, and that is going to be one of my biggest challenges, is to try to get out there and meet people and take those risks. I'm fine in here, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with even talking to people I don't know on the phone at work and things like that, or even talking to an audience, I'm okay. But meeting people one-on-one and making friendships is still really hard for me. And I spent a lot of years isolated, and I think a lot of super morbidly obese people have been there. So that is my one big goal for this new year, is to make a friend or 2 that I could have coffee with. And of course I'll still have coffee with all of you guys. And I still really appreciate all of you, and I wanted to thank you guys that have signed up and taken me on and watched any of my crazy videos, and I just appreciate it. And I can't believe that people are still signing on and signing up after all this time when I've just left a lot of videos behind and no updates. So that kind of sucks on me. So I wanted to try to fix that and get back online and tell you what I'm doing. And as always, I'd like to hear what you're doing. If you want to do a video reply, go for it. If you want to write an email, share it. Tell me what's going on. I mean, it's the best way for us to stay out of trouble, isn't it? If we communicate, if we touch base. Isolation is not our friend. So let me know what you're doing. Say hi. All right. Peace.